Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Wanted to get a little weekend update out here and talk a little bit about what people want to see on this channel. I think the whole reason I started this channel was because I was doing vintage builds and I was obviously racing them, and I thought that might be beneficial to a lot of people, and it's actually more beneficial than I thought it was. After 2 weeks, we have 17 videos, 170 subscribers already. So apparently my wife was wrong. There are plenty of grown adult males that like to play with toy cars and reminisce about when they were 12-year-old boys, because let's figure it out. We never stop being a 12-year-old boy. We just have more money and bigger stuff and more of it. So a question for you in the comments below. Tell me what you would like to see moving forward on RC Vintage. My goal, and the reason I started this channel, was to continue to build, vintage either re-release models, or one-off models like our RC10 long arm kit, our fan RC Graphite 91 works that we're working on for our 4-wheel drive to race this year, and just doing a bunch of modernization to them, right? Putting big bore shocks, modern electronics, seeing how far we could get a vintage platform to be competitive. And then along with some race footage. So to update people on the race footage, I am going to work on getting race footage from more, and I'll list it below in the description with timestamps. I don't want to copy more videos and merge them into mine, anything like that. I do want to drive some traffic over to more. They do have the Rumble in the Rockies this weekend, sponsored by Avid. Or that's not this weekend, it's next weekend, but they did the track change last night. They're finishing it up today. It sounds like they're maybe racing tonight. They are going to have practice tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to allow just anyone to practice, or they're going to close it and allow it for Rumble entries only. And then I know there is a Wednesday night race, club race, that they'll have, and then practice starts on Friday. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can only practice and stuff if you're registered for Rumble in the Rockies, which I am not. So it's something where maybe we go Wednesday night. Maybe I'll take the fan Graphite, race that in just 2-wheel drive 21.5. I don't know if I'll have my Masami ready or dialed in by then. The other thing is it's a new track, so kind of the information I had before as far as comparisons all gone, but the Rumble in the Rockies track will be around for a while. I'm sure it'll be around for a couple months, which is actually great because that'll allow me to do a fair comparison between all of our vintage cars, whether it's the 870 versus the Yokomo 91 works, or it's a fan RC10 Graphite versus our long arm RC10 versus our modern B7. So the direction I wanted to go with this channel was, like I said, modernize, re-releases, and see how competitive they could be. But I am asking what people want to see. If they want to see more vintage builds, which, I mean, everyone's built a JJ. It's out there on the internet, right? Same with the 40th. There's plenty of those out there and running. And these both are totally stock, and they're just shelf queens. I'm never going to run them, nor do I even really have any interest, because I don't think they're a good platform to race modern electronics with, and even try to be competitive with. A short arm 6-gear RC10 would be it'd be a long shot. I put a lot of work into my fan Graphite, and I got that pretty close, but like I said, that car is a total different car than these two. I mean, they're damn near not in the same league. So let me know what you think. The other thing I wanted to talk about is a little bit about brands. I don't really want to do Tamiya. I don't want to do Kyosho. Lozi, they don't have any real releases, and I was looking on eBay to either get a double X or something like that, and they're pretty hashed out, and it's not really something I'm interested in. So I think looking to bring either a B2 or B3 to the channel as the next build after we finish our 91 works build. And maybe that becomes a kind of a build series or a refresh series. I'm taking a B2, B3 platform, kind of, and modernizing that as well as we get through the rest of these. So the other thing is like I said, let me know what you want to see below in the comments, what content you're looking for. I appreciate everyone subscribing, watching the videos. Like I said, in less than 2 weeks, I did this as kind of a, not necessarily a joke to my wife, but she was like, oh, no one wants to watch you playing with your toy cars in the basement. And I was like, man, there are plenty of guys living in their mom's basement with Curious George t-shirts that would love to see this. And so I did my first video and it got some traction. Then obviously I've been kind of pumping out videos ever since. And it's been a lot of fun, but I don't know if I'll ever get a cool camera setup or a microphone setup. I don't have the time. Obviously I don't edit anything. These are one-shot deals. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just go off the cuff. But I do want to thank everybody. And I do want to see what people want to see and why they were attracted, to this particular channel in the first place. And I want to say it was because of the modernization of vintage builds in re-release kits. Because I know there are a lot of guys, buying these kits, reliving their childhood, and some of them just want to run around their neighborhood. But I think there are a number of people like myself that do want to race these. And whether your track has a vintage class or not, making these things competitive is a little bit of a challenge, but it's actually not that far off. I mean, my Fan RC10 Graphite is damn near a stock graphite car. It really doesn't have much as far as aftermarket stuff, and it really didn't need it either. So, and that car's been a ton of fun. And imagine if you put a different suspension kit on that, it'd even get a little bit closer if we did some big bores or something. But we'll save that for the long arm RC10 that we're working on, which we should almost have finished this weekend. So, and then we're going to start on our 91 build. And I guess moving forward, I'll probably get more content on that today. So I'm actually going to start building the diffs. It looks like a couple parts that I ordered from Hong Kong are in America, and they landed, I think, on February 4th. So I should see those almost any day now. So I'm going to start building some of the stuff that I can build and then get that stuff in there and start working on the Yokomo Works 91 content and getting that out, because I do have a few 870Cs, and if you've seen my video library, they're in there, and my modernized 870C is great. I just refreshed it, and it's something I don't know if I want to race that too much more, or I just do the 91, or like I said, I think the best thing maybe to be is let more get the track change done, get Rumble and the Rockies through, and then take all these cars to the track and just see where they're at for comparison wise. An 870 versus Yokomo 91 Works, our Fan Graphite versus our custom Dragon Punch RC half fan RC, long arm RC10, and see how those compete with each other. And then also the modern buggies. I have a B7, B74.1, so I can drive those and we can see where all those are at, using pretty much equivalent electronics on there as well. So I am going to go on Moore's channel. I will link some stuff below in the description as far as some races with my Fan RC Graphite, my associated B5 as well. I'll show you the heartbreak video where I led most of the Amain, quite a bit of the Amain, and on the very last lap, I came off a jump, caught a pipe, and ended up finishing second. And then I'll have a Yokomo 870C run video in there as well. And like I said, I'm going to try to get out there tomorrow if they allow people to practice that aren't registered for Rumble in the Rockies. If not, it still may be a couple more weeks with Avid Rumble in the Rockies being next weekend on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So again, guys, let me know what you like below. Let me know what you don't like below. And let me know what you'd like to see and if we're on the right path and this is the type of content that you enjoy seeing. Because if it's not, I certainly want to make that change and change direction. But if it is, modernizing re-re kits, let me know what you want to see and or cars you want to see on the channel. Like I said, I'm looking for a B2, B3 right now to get that and do some work on to get that ready to kind of compete and run that a little bit as well. And let me know if I'm headed down the right path or not. So again, thank you for everybody for watching. Almost 10,000 views on my videos. I got 17 videos pumped out, and I want to get the information out there. So I know a lot of these videos are a little discombobulated and information's a little bit everywhere. But I do appreciate people following, asking questions. I try to write back in the comments as far as questions on any of the builds that I have out here. But I do want to see where people want to go. And then my wife mentioned last night, she's like, man, if you get to 500 subscribers, you got to give away a car. She goes, first of all, I'm tired of looking at these goddamn things in the bedroom. Start whittling them down. And so we may do that. And what it may surprise you is it may be the long arm back there. As much as I do like building that car, and I think it'd be cool to run it, I really enjoy my fan graphite and some of the other cars I have. And yeah, I may run that, but I don't know if I would run it as much as I will. Like my fan graphite's going to be my go-to car. I know my go-to two-wheel drive car for the season. And then I always bring my B5 as a backup car. So I don't know if that get much use, but maybe if we can get to 500 subscribers by, let's say, the end of the month, we will give away our fan / Dragon Punch / Associated / JC Racing / J Concepts / some other stuff that's on there that I even forgot about from other manufacturers. RC10 World's long arm. And full electronics. I have almost everything in there. And maybe we make that a turnkey car giveaway, including battery. Literally all you need to do is drop in your receiver and you have a modern race car to take to the track. And like I said, I think that'd be pretty cool. But that's up to you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Start commenting below on what you want to see. And let's make it happen, guys. So again, have a great weekend. I'll edit and roll some race footage in the description below, where you can go to Moore's channel and you can see my B5, my fan RC Graphite, and my Yokomo 870C run at a few club races that I had just this past December. And actually New Year's Day, I think, is when I ran as well. So I'll get those out. I'll get those listed below with the timestamps. And let's see where we want to go, guys. Again, thank you all very much. Have a great weekend.